The Moose.
Speaking of him, I'm down on him. You see his wedding scenarios?
No, what happened? Thanks, Mons. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Basically, he's getting
well,
married.
Mons on there in the playoffs. He's our guy.
And you're going.
Well, we're going now into weddings now, Mons. I didn't think I needed you for the wedding. Do I need you for the wedding? Do I need Mons for the wedding?
No, you do not. And you will be invited to this one. Basically, you have a 9 a.m. wedding and a 6:30 reception.
Wait a second.
On July,
First of all, what month is it?
July 26th.
I'm busy.
There you go.
Wait a second. July 26th of this year?
Coming up.
On what day of the week?
Saturday.
And what time is the church affair? Is this a Catholic wedding?
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
think
there's a church affair.
Very early, and then the
What do you
reception.
mean very early? Like 5 in the afternoon?
No, earlier. It's early afternoon. And then the reception is at 6:30.
No, now let's be serious now. What time is the church?
2:30 and 6:30.
The church is 2:30?
And 6:30.
And church is over 3:30?
And then 6:30 is the reception.
All right. Are they close in close proximity?
Half-hour drive.
So what are you supposed to do the other hours?
That's what I'm trying to figure out myself. But you will be invited.
I'll be at the reception.
That's what I told him. He got overmanned. I said, I got a tennis date day.
Well, hey, what do you? If you go to the church at 2:30, what do you do for 4 hours?
You know what the issue is? You can't get the church, and that's the day that he gets the reception hall. So as a result, he has to maneuver because he wants the reception at a certain place, but that's the only day he can get it. And
I understand that.
So that's what he gets stuck with it.
And he can only get the church at a certain time.
I guess that's it, right? You're his best buddy all of a sudden. Is that accurate?
I don't know. I didn't get into the details with him when he could get to church and whatnot.
Well, a little in the collection plate, you maybe get a little better schedule.
And he wants to go to Hawaii for his honeymoon.
What's wrong with that?
And I said he's an idiot because he can't afford it. So why would he go to Hawaii for his honeymoon?
He goes on his Hawaii once. I mean, his honeymoon once. You want him to go to Palisades Amusement Park?
He's going to come back, Mike, and be homeless because he's going to spend all his money on Hawaii. Why would you do that? Save your money.
Why are you worried about what he does on his honeymoon?
Because he's counting on you and I to fill up his collection plate for the reception to pay for his Hawaii part of his thing.
How do you know that?
Because he's told me you and Mike will help me out here, and that will take care of the Hawaii. Because I've been arguing about it. What are you doing?
Well, he's been like a son to you. I think. Why don't you just give him the trip as a present?
Eddie's my new buddy, Eddie Erickson.
But why don't you just give him your trip as a present?
That's what he thought you and I were going to do.
No. I said, why don't you give him the trip as a present? You're always close to him, very close to him.
I mean, that's a lot of money. What are you kidding?
I don't know. What does a Hawaii vacation go for?
For two of them for 2 weeks? That's got to be...
Well, wait a second. How about a week? Who said 2 weeks?
It's 2 week vacation, Mike.
No,
he's going to all these islands. He's not going to Honolulu and flying home in 4 days.
Well,
he's going to Maui.
A week? You got a couple of days on a big island, a couple of days on...
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
That's got to be what, 10, 12,000?
Oh, more. 2 weeks.
I know it's 2 weeks.
I know it's off season, but
off season, and he'll fly, I figured about 10, 12,000.
Yeah, probably right. Yeah, off season. You're probably
correct,
right.
Bob?
Well, it depends. I mean, is he staying in the the Don Ho suite?
Maybe the first night.
So you tried to bribe him not to go to the wedding? You said you upped the ante if he didn't have to go there?
I said you and I will up the ante for the reception.
Why is there you and I on this all the time?
You want to go to 2:30?
Well, why is there always a you and I on this? Why can't you just take care of it for me?
Do you want to go to the 2:30 thing? I didn't think so. So that's why I figured.
Well, I'll be at the reception.
That's what I told him. I said, Mike and I will both be at your reception. He said, well, how about I'll be disappointed if you don't come to my...
What town is it in?
New Rochelle.
Oh, New Rochelle?
Yes. Don't be surprised if you see Tony Soprano walking around, but it's in New Rochelle.
New Rochelle? I don't know what that means. I lost something.
New Rochelle. I mean, it's just, Tony Soprano, Paulie Walnuts, they'll all be there.
Why in New Rochelle, though?
Well, it's just where this place happens to be.
Oh, okay. Now I got it. Okay.
It's the Bada Bing in New Rochelle.
Oh, the Bada Bing. I got you.
There you have it. I get everything right, Eddie? Bob, I hit everything right on a button?
Well, how would Bob know?
Well, he's familiar with all this stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, I think you've exaggerated just a little
Quite
bit
a
once
bit.
again, yeah.
So he's going to Hawaii on his honeymoon.
That's where he wants to go, but he again wants you and I to...
And where's he living in when he comes back? What town?
He got a place.
Oh, he bought a house?
Renting, I think. Renting. Which I thought was the right move at this point of his life. He wanted to go to Manhasset.
Does he have to run everything by you?
He wanted to go to Manhasset. I said,
go to Manhasset. Nothing wrong with that. It's a nice town.
Robert, Jesse James, maybe, but let's take it easy.
I mean, there's nothing, so he's renting a house. Nothing wrong with that.
As far as I know.
He's a young man. There's nothing wrong with that.
Is it renting? He's not buying. He's renting.
No, he is renting a place.
Okay,
nothing wrong with that.
Right. It's the proper move, yes.
Does his wife work?
Yes, school teacher.
Oh, that's nice.
Does a nice job with it.
So wedding this July.
July 26th.
July 26th. Okay.
So you and I.
Well, I don't know. I haven't even gotten. You got an invitation? I didn't get an invitation.
Well, not yet, but you're going to get it, Mike. Let me tell you something right now. For no other reason.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter if I show up as long as I
Mike
contribute.
says at the bottom of the check. That's all he cares about.
Well, he would be upset if you didn't go. You and him used to be close. I get the feeling, though, Sal, that they're not as close anymore. Is that not,
I get that same feeling.
Don't you? That they used to be inseparable.
Dog today was fighting tooth and nail on the phone to try to get out of the any kind of way he could get out of it. Mark, it's a terrible date. He had some kind of golf tournament or something, right, Dog? Tennis, yeah.
Well,
they used to be so close.
You don't want to go to 2 You want to go to. I mean,
no, the 2:30, 6:30 is a little rough on
Bob,
summer Saturday.
That's you know.
Well, you'll find something to do. I mean,
like
it's
what,
a small.
Bob?
I don't
go
know.
Swimming. I'm in a tux.
You can't go to the beach, Bob. You got to come back and go to the party. The girls are dressed. It's like what if it's 95 degrees?
I go bowling. What am I exactly going to do, Bob?
Give the kid a break. For God's sake.
I'm sure it'll be a lovely affair.
So you and I will have to take care of the Hawaiian aspect of this vacation.
No, you are. This is your guy. I will give very generous, but you have to really step it up and I think give the whole trip out. I think that would the least you could do. This guy he's like a son to you.
Bob, you think you'd be invited to this, right, Bob?
I don't know. We're not.
Is there a WNBA game that day?
There probably is. Probably is.
Mike.
Is Sal going? Is Sal and is Malus close?
Yeah, he's in the wedding party.
Are you really?
Yes, actually, both Monzo and I are in the party.
Oh, really?
And I am not.
Oh.
You barely even want to go to the wedding, Dog.
I am not. He didn't even ask.
Well, you are old to be in a wedding party, though. You're not a spring chicken here. These guys are in their 20s.
Invite you to the Bachelor party out in Vegas. You guys blew us off.
You're pushing 50.
Relax, Mike.
You're pushing 50. I mean, these guys are in their 20s.
I was not invited I was not invited to be in a wedding party.
Were you not invited to the bachelor party?
I was not. Didn't know anything about it.
Well, yeah, I wonder why. Because you keep such a good secret, too. If anything happened here, they know why not. They want you there. Why don't they just invite a couple of reporters while they're at it?
I was thinking about it. So I'm not.
So you're miffed.
I'm a little miffed at him.
So there's been a little break in the relationship.
I would say that's accurate. I would say that's accurate.
Really?
Yes. I felt bad for him last week because he had the accident. I felt bad for him.
Hey, you told me that's terrible. I'm glad that he's okay.
But I got over that, and then I.
It sounds like you did.
But then
sounds like you did get over it.
But then I was upset at him.
Were you upset more about the wedding party or the bachelor party?
Well, the bachelor party was a long time ago.
Were you upset about that?
Yeah, I wasn't happy with
that. That you weren't invited?
I think he's invited, and if I be to be in his bachelor party.
No,
no.
You would the bachelor party.
It's you. It's Monzo. Who's the other guy?
That's the wedding party.
His father and I think a couple of his friends from Syracuse.
Same thing. Wedding party sets up the bachelor party.
His father's in a wedding party.
His father's his best man.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's unusual.
His father's his best man.
Do they have any brothers?
No.
That's gonna be a weird bachelor party with his father there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's a little different.
That's a stranger. Say something funny, Mike.
Well, I mean, that is a little different, But listen, that's nice that his father's his best man.
Yeah, his father's a good man too.
But that's nice that that's his best man. Yeah. That's a nice deal.
Does he have to get out of the room when the bachelor party? What's going on?
Well, again, now you know why you weren't invited to the bachelor party because you asked these kind of questions. So that is why you were not invited to the bachelor. Where was the bachelor party?
It's in Vegas.
Oh, it hasn't happened yet?
No, it's in Vegas. That's the point.
Weekend in June.
And can they reconsider maybe invite Dog or no?
First of all, the list wasn't even made yet. I think
so.
Dog
The guy's going to Vegas for his bachelor party and Hawaii for his honeymoon.
And this is
He's doing okay.
This is a guy who doesn't have a pot to pee in.
I mean, did we have to go there? I mean, do we have to be that literal?
That's a Tony Russo segment. That's a good one.
I mean, do we have to? Could we have left a little to the imagination?
Well, you work at WFAN, don't you, Mike? You have a pot to pee in. You don't.
I mean, I don't know what that just meant, but nor did anybody else understand it either. So
the point is, you and I have pots to pee in, but I don't know if anybody else has a pot to pee in.
Well, I mean, he's a young man. He's just starting his way into business.
That's the point. You go to Vegas for your bachelor party and then go to Hawaii for your wedding. Oh, here's a guy who, again, he's ready. I mean, that's more. How about Montauk for 4 days? I mean, how about Cape Cod for a weekend?
Is he going to remember that forever?
He's being married. The marriage is the important thing. Who cares where you are? You're married.
Where'd you go on your honeymoon?
Well, it's a little different situation. I
Why
was
is that?
7 years here on FAN at that point. With you, matter of fact, by the way.
All right, so you had
I
some
was doing
cash.
afternoon drive.
I had some cash. I understand. It was a bad one.
I'm not working at 4:30.
Eddie, where'd you go on your honeymoon?
I went to Aruba.
Aruba? Not bad.
It wasn't expensive either.
Aruba's not it's not Hawaii.
Eddie, exactly. It's not, he's...
Not Hawaii.
Say something funny.
It's not Hawaii. We don't need to do that.
The dog, I was trying to be frugal at that point.
Aruba is...
I hadn't met you and Mike yet.
Where'd you go? You went to Greece, didn't you?
No, I went to Aruba. I went to Anguilla
Oh, okay.
during the Pacer series, and I watched all the games. Honey, I'll see you 9 o'clock.
So you object more to the bachelor party in Vegas
Both.
or the honeymoon in Hawaii?
I just think a young man
Right.
who doesn't have a lot of finances,
We just got to that
who
point.
just rented in his apartment or where he's going to live. I just
Have
think,
you checked the lease? Everything's all right?
Yeah, he told me about that. He was concerned. He wanted to ask me what I thought of it
Right.
because it's in a town that I'm familiar with.
And is it a...
It sounds like it's reasonable. He told me the price.
is it a house or a condo?
I think it's a townhouse. Is it not? I think it's a townhouse. I haven't
I'm
seen
not
it,
sure.
but it's in the Rye Harrison
Okay.
Cobb area.
Okay.
And my point to you was, I think a young man
Right.
who, as you know, overnights on WFAN.
Right. Doing well.
Okay. In that situation,
Right. Well, his wife works.
he's a school teacher at a Catholic school for kindergartners up in Stanford.
Is he with us? All right, Malusis is not with us. You knew that. Bob, you can stay if you wish. You can sit
Now,
in.
I want your moral support.
You can
here,
sit
Bob.
in, Bob.
Use the same update for 540. You do it anyway. What difference does it make? All right, Mr. Malusis.
Wait a second.
Oh.
He,
guys?
he would like to come in officially.
Oh, he did. Okay.
He has an open.
Oh, let's hear it. Can we hear? Well, as usual, the two of them, they don't have it set up properly.
He comes in. He would like to come in officially.
Does he? He has an official.
Open.
Can
which,
we hear it?
Yes.
Can we hear it?
Mark Malusis. Sports Radio 66. The Fan. WFAN. New York.
I don't think that's just the.
Yeah, I didn't hear the
well,
moose part. But
listen.
You're working with Eddie Erickson,
Not
right?
Tinker's Dev is the chance in there, okay?
Oh, he is shaky.
All right.
Yes, Mr. Malusis.
All right.
What's going on, guys?
Mark, congratulations. I've heard about these exciting nuptials that Dog has been laying out for us. Would you like to counter any of his descriptions?
Well, Dog wants me to stay at like the Motel 6 for a week. I mean, that's what he offered me $5,000 to basically stay on the Jersey Shore to use my head, which is crazy. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
And you're going to Hawaii for how long?
For 14 days.
Okay. Very nice. Where are you staying?
We are staying.
I mean, you don't have to give me the hotel. I mean, what town are you staying? Well, what
we're
island are you staying on?
We're going to the Big Island, and then we're going to Maui.
Okay, very nice.
And we're staying at the Four Seasons on one island.
You're staying at the Four Seasons.
Yeah, but it's not what you guys are used to. It's like, it's on Maui. It's not as expensive.
I know
as
that
other
Four
ones.
Seasons on Maui. That's
There's
expensive.
only one Four Seasons, and I tell you right now, none of them are you guys. They're all nice.
Mr. Malusis.
That is very impressive. The Four
don't-
Seasons.
You don't have literally.
Right.
I mean,
We got that.
you could sell pencils on Fifth Avenue and make more than you make here. And now you are going to go out there and you are going to spend literally a lifetime fortune for 14 measly days in July in Hawaii. How come?
So you only get married once, right?
Well, I don't know
You
about
hope
you. I'm not so sure about that, Mark, if you know what I mean.
This is a lifetime. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We're going to Hawaii. This is the biggest trip I'll probably ever take in my life.
Right.
Yeah, I've been saving money. I was living at Dog. You busted my chops for years. I was living at home, asking me if I was.
There you go. He's
So
got
I-
money. So he's
Yeah, well,
got money.
I don't have money. I was saving money, some money.
So he saved money.
And how about the place that you rented? How much is that costing you?
You want to break down my finances?
What do you want to
My
do?
bank account
Are we
number?
going to look at this utility bill here in a minute, though?
Mike, I'm going to be looking at it because I'm going to have to pay it.
Hold on. So I called this afternoon. Right before your guys' show, obviously, like 12. Yeah,
Right.
and Dog's my shop. He has a tennis tournament with Jerry Satchel that day, and he's not going to show up at the church.
Hey,
And he's
listen,
upset by that. And
There's
then,
only so many times you can beat on that 80-year-old orthodontist. You know, you got to get him. You got to get him while he's still around here. I mean, that's all there is to it.
but Mark, why the 4-hour gap?
Why the 4-hour gap? Because that's the way it was. We're having a full mass, and dog, I know you've been bothered in the past.
Well, I can't even take communion at the full mass.
Well, I'm okay with you taking communion.
But the church
You can receive
The church won't know.
dog, so that's fine.
They won't know.
Well, then no. After this interview, they
They won't know.
so I can take I can take mass. I
Absolutely.
can take communion.
Dog. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are allowed.
Absolutely. You're an Episcopalian. You're close enough.
Now, but why the 4-hour gap, Mark?
Because that's the way it planned out. Because our wedding, our mass is in.
Well, Dog would like what he would like to do, Mark, is he would like to close that gap. So what he is proposing here now is, how many people are we talking about at the wedding? How many is the invite list going to be, roughly?
Well, the invite list right now, and I'm working my way down on it, is about 250.
All right, 250.
250.
Dog is proposing.
250 people.
Dog is
what are
proposing.
You crazy?
Dog is proposing. Mark, could you find out if there is a restaurant, a catering facility, something like that is between the church and your place for your wedding? Okay.
Sure,
And Dog is going to host a 3-hour cocktail party there
was-
for everybody
I
to
was
fill those 3-hour gap.
I was
okay?
actually thinking of having a little party at my house so we can have something to do.
He'll be bringing a band, okay, and he'll be having a 3-hour cocktail party. Go from there to your reception, and away we go.
I like your idea, Mike. Why doesn't Dog cover the entire honeymoon?
I do like that idea, but I gather, now here's what I got to get to. It sounds like, I mean, it's no secret the years that you worked with us, you and I had a working relationship, but you and Dog had a father-son relationship, but it seems now that you guys are not close anymore. When did this relationship fall apart?
I think fall apart is a little rough. I don't think we clearly don't talk as much as we once did.
Well, he was very hurt that you didn't invite him to your bachelor party.
I haven't even put together the list yet. I'm sending the
Well, how
list tonight.
How about getting blown off to be in a wedding party?
Dog, I mentioned the wedding party. You said I'm an old man. I don't want any party.
That is not accurate, my friend. I did not know about the wedding party.
Oh, so wait a second.
I did not know about that wedding party.
You blew off the wedding
No,
party?
that's not true.
That is I mean, how can you sit here now after you blew off his kid comes to you
That's not true.
looking for guidance, looking for a little reassurance, and you blew off his day of his life, you blew off his wedding party?
I did not blow off that dopey wedding party, Malusis, and you know it. You never asked.
No. I asked you. I was putting together my wedding party. I was putting together my wedding.
And what did you ask?
That is unbelievable.
What did you say?
And I forget the course of the conversation, but you were like, "Don't think about me. I'm too old to be in your wedding party."
Oh. Well, we owe you an enormous apology. Dog will definitely be picking up the honeymoon.
Oh, yeah?
And I think he's going to look into that 3-hour reception at the Gap. The Gap. We'll call it the Gap.
It's beautiful.
The Gap party. The fill in the Gap party. But here's the one thing.
Mike, if I'm going to this Gap, you're going to this Gap. If I'm at that wedding,
Mark, you have
to.
You have to reconsider and take him to Vegas. And if it's in the spring book for a couple of days, I'll definitely chip in to send him.
Mike,
if I get a couple of weekdays out of it, then by myself, I'll pay the freight. As a matter of fact, just to get rid of him.
By yourself, Mike. You're on the list. I want you there. I want Dog
there. No. I have not heard anything about this.
You're in Vegas as well. We're going to Vegas,
no,
Mike.
I have not heard anything about that.
We're going to the Bellagio. You can play golf with the win. You love that win.
Yeah, but when
get that win game. He loves you, Mike.
But I don't know if that's going to happen. But I think Dog has to be part of that party.
That's a nice show, Mark. Here's the deal.
When is the bachelor party?
June 18th. Mike, you and Chris are at the top of the list.
Okay, here's the deal.
June 18th.
I will go to the bachelor party if Mike goes.
What about the wedding? First of all, what about the wedding party? Did you actually blow off the wedding party?
I was not invited into the wedding party. I don't even remember a discussion about it.
There was not an official invite, but Dog said, I'll come to the wedding. I'm too old to be part of the wedding party.
You were not going to invite me to that wedding party anyway, and you know it. Don't lie.
Oh, that's Dog. That's rough, Dog. That's rough. That's rough.
June 18th, Mike. Bachelor party. Vegas.
All right, Mark, we'll get back to you.
You guys are in. You're in.
Thanks for calling.
See you later, Marky.
Many happy returns.